Short answer, yes. Long answer, it depends. If you interact with internet anime communities, you may have encountered profile pictures like this or like this. After seeing quite a few of them, my first thought was, I really hope those shows are bad. Here's the thing, hating on something you haven't seen is one thing, but just imagine the sense of superiority you'd feel by tearing a beloved show to pieces bit by bit with indisputable criticism. So I watched them. This video will be about OreGairu and the next one will be about Hyoka. OreGairu, or in the English translation, My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu, which is a terrible name by the way, is a rom-com, kinda. All of the rom is over here and most of the com is over here, so what's going on over here? I think one genre that's potentially missing is psychological, but truthfully there isn't really a single word that encapsulates the show. Get it? No? Okay, never mind. The show mostly explores the nature of relationships. Even in the first season, which was primarily for establishing characters and relationships, some of the problems that the service club had to solve were quite interesting. Hayama Hayato's friend group is very lively when he's there, but gets really awkward when he's not. This is because all of them are friends with Hayama, but not necessarily with each other. Their relationship is better described as a friend of a friend. Without Hayama to act as the centerpiece, the friend group falls apart. The first season addresses issues that might arise in relationships generally, while the second and third season focus on the relationship between Hikigaya, Yukinoshita, and Yuigahama. For anyone that hasn't seen the show, the art style changes between the first and second season, so this and this are both Hikigaya. The combination of Hikigaya, Yukinoshita, and Yuigahama is the perfect combination for absolutely atrocious communication skills. They can barely be honest with themselves, let alone with each other. So it's interesting to see how they try to navigate their relationships, and how those relationships change over time. How they go from genuine to superficial, how hurting yourself can also hurt the people around you, and how easily relationships can become codependent. And since they struggle to express themselves, club activities serve the very important purpose of illustrating the state of their relationship. After Hikigaya went through all the effort of preventing Yukinoshita and Yuigahama from becoming the student council president, things in the club room felt empty. The vibrance that was once in the club was just gone. But day after day they sat there as if nothing was wrong. At the same time was the Christmas event planning. In every meeting there was a lot of discussion but never any progress. In both cases the problem is the same. Everyone is too scared to make a decision in fear of being the cause of failure. Even in the Tobe confession where Hayama, Ebina, and Miura wanted to preserve the state of their relationship, which Hikigaya openly denounced and called shallow and superficial, became the exact situation Hikigaya found himself in. It was a glimpse into the future of the club. And because the club activities are an illustration of the problems within the club, the solutions they come up with are a reflection of their perspective on their interpersonal problems. But one thing that this anime does that I wish was more common is that the solutions are not perfect. They're teenagers, not omniscient gods. They're bound to overlook details, misinterpret things, and make mistakes. In one way or another, every decision is the cause of future problems. Hikigaya's methods of self-sacrifice solved their respective problems but caused a rift within the club. Then, using different methods, he kept the club together, but that didn't properly mend the relationships, which made them superficial. Through Hikigaya's intervention, they started trying to build something real. Then, when Yukinoshita insisted on solving a problem alone, as soon as things were about to collapse, Hikigaya swooped in to save the day. But because Hikigaya solved all the problems, their relationship had become codependent. Every decision, slowly but tangibly, warped the nature of their relationship until it was something so twisted that it was completely unrecognizable from what we started with. This anime is a deep dive into the potential darker sides of relationships and the troubles one may face in the pursuit of a genuine relationship. Every problem they face is built on the principle that it's easier to believe a lie. If the truth is cruel, then a lie is kindness. It's always easier to make excuses, bend logic and deceive yourself into ignoring reality. But if you actually want to build something genuine, you have to face the truth head on, even if it leaves you with nothing. This anime poses some very interesting questions. Every step of their journey is very well depicted and relatively easy to follow, understand, and relate to. It is undeniably a very polished story. This might be a weird time to say this, but I really hate this show. I hate that I fell for the rom-com pump fake. I hate how similar it is to Toradora in some ways. I hate how Yuki no Sta Yuki no had one of the most cataclysmic fall-offs of our generation, but most of all, I hate that there's no real reason to hate this show. Even the name, My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu, is strangely accurate. For anyone born after the invention of the water wheel, Snafu stands for situation normal, all f***ed up. And if you were to describe the flow of their relationship, it would go from tolerance to appreciation to fighting to awkward, back to good to almost falling apart to lovers. I don't know, seems like a fairly normal rom-com to me, but if you look deeper, it really is all f***ed up. Pretty good. 4 out of 10. I'm thinking about making another video focusing on the characters because character analysis didn't really fit into this video, and I think there's definitely some interesting discussion to be had. So if you want to see that, then 100,000 likes! No, just drop a comment or something. Also, I've seen this show, but my friend Doomy hasn't, and he's supposed to be the rom-com guy. So this is 1-0 Sunday.